Changing the world, one post at a time. How y'all doing?
My name is Louis Matos. I am the Mustache. Welcome to you all. And I am here with my buddy,
Junior Figueroa, a.k.a. The Beard, coming to you live, because we're certainly not dead, live. Thank God. Thank God. From sunny Puerto Rico, also known as Devil's Island.
because electricity's been coming and going.
Yes, electricity comes and goes, water comes and goes, common sense goes.
All right, everyone. We're here to do our C.A.M.P.Y video number 4. It's our classic Archived Motion Picture Yearbook. It's our classic video library from the Mustache and the Beard.
That's right.
And so we have specific criteria for videos that we are including. And these videos will be, because it's the holidays.
Right, they're holiday movies.
Yes, they're holiday movies. The first criteria to be entered into our video library is that they must qualify by both being approved by both the Mustache and the Beard.
Right, right.
We have to agree.
We have to agree.
And we haven't agreed on all of them.
Right.
We agree on all of these.
Right. There's 2 that didn't make the cut.
Yeah. All right. So why don't you define classic for our viewers?
Well, first, it's longevity.
Uh-huh.
Have to be 50 years, somewhere within 50 years.
Something has to be good for 50 years at least.
Yes, yes. In other words, the cutoff is 1970. Mm-hmm. So anything ahead of 1970. And we're not necessarily eliminating silent movies. We just haven't tackled them yet.
Mm-hmm. But there will be some.
So we're not eliminating them. Okay, so it's the entire history of cinema until 1970. That's the first criteria. The second criteria is that it has to be exceptional. It has to be an exceptional movie. Now, by exceptional, we don't mean big budget. Okay, there are independent movies that are exceptional. There are low budget movies that have proven to be exceptional. There just has to be something about it, something that is
special.
That is special. That is
unique.
It breaks out the box, you know.
And that leads to the
or
paradigm shift.
Or pushes the envelope at least. And that leads us to the last one is the paradigm shift. In other words, it has to set up, has to have made an impact. It has to have created a genre or a subgenre, or created a series of films, or people have tried to imitate this in some way.
Yeah, movie making was altered in some way.
In some way.
And again, it's in our opinion,
right,
because it's the Mustache and the Beard. Last but not least is the genre classification, which is a pet peeve of ours, because Hollywood, you know, likes to throw things all into a box and make it seem like they're all the same movie. We do not agree.
Well, Hollywood also has their own agenda,
right?
The things that they're trying to promote. Plenty of times I've seen movies classified as a comedy, and they're not the slightest bit funny.
Uh-huh. All right, same thing with horror. They mischaracterize horror all the time. Generally, you will get a clear classification from us of genre, because that's how we roll.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
And as always, our listings will be placed in chronological order for this. All right, as always.
For this segment,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Not necessarily best to worst or worst to best. But
right. We're not making a judgment. And how we're presenting them, we're not making a judgment.
Yeah, we love them all. All right, so
this is the first one.
For our first movie, number 14 in our C.A.M.P.Y library is Miracle on 34th Street, 1947.
This is the original.
Yes.
Yay!
All right, so yeah, Christmas movies. How could you have Christmas movies without Miracle on 34th Street?
The movie that proves Santa Claus exists.
Or it's also called The Big Heart. It's a 1947 American Christmas comedy drama film released by 20th Century Fox, written and directed by George Seaton, based on a story by Valentine Davies, starring Maureen O'Hara.
Yay!
Yeah, woo! Lovely. John Payne.
Yay!
Natalie Wood.
Yeah, a very little, young Natalie Wood.
And Edmund Gwenn as Santa.
Santa. Chris Kringle. Yay!
The story takes place between Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day in New York City. It focuses on a department store Santa and the effect he has on all of those around him because he believes he is really and truly Santa. All right, so the classification is holiday Christmas.
Right.
And longevity is 2020, take away 1947 is 73 years.
Yeah,
so,
that was very good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's as if I would have set this up beforehand. Exceptionalism. So one of the things that is exceptional, this movie has won 3 Academy Awards.
You can't get any more exceptional than that.
Gwen won Best Actor as Santa.
And deservedly so.
Yes. Supporting role. Valentine Davies, Best Writing for Original Story. George Seaton, Best Writing for the screenplay based on the original story. So the 3 of them won Academy Awards. Natalie Wood is amazingly precocious in this movie.
Considering how young she is.
Uh-huh.
She is amazing.
She's adorable. You could tell that she was going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Before this, she'd only done commercials, and here she goes, boom.
And steals the movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything that you want to say about exceptionalism in this movie?
Maureen O'Hara never looked better. Oh my God. She never looked better than in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen her in everything. She's always with John Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
She never looked better. And John Payne, okay? First time I ever heard of John Payne, I said, what does this guy think he is? He was a John Wayne.
Yeah, exactly. Wannabe.
Wannabe. A John Wayne wannabe. Then I saw him in a movie and I was like, yo, this guy can act. I'm selling him short. A great actor, and he sells it here. He sells it.
Yeah, Maureen O'Hara had moved to Toronto because she was going to live in Canada, and when she saw this script, she moved back to California. She goes, let me go back to California. A little anecdote. Paradigm Shift. One of the first films colorized in 1985.
That's right.
The movie could be considered a Macy's movie.
Yes, it is. Macy's and Gimbels, too.
Which don't exist anymore. It is a John Hughes only adaptation for a remake in 1994. So John Hughes, which was a big hit in the 80s, mm-hmm. he decided to do a remake, which he'd never done before, and here he does this movie. Macy's didn't give permission to use their name, so they're not in the movie. And Gimbels no longer existed, so they used different names. They changed the name.
Right.
Anything else you wanted to say about this movie?
Loved it.
I pretty much think I can predict what both of us are going to say for ratings and recommendations. But you could go first. Go ahead.
I can't think of anything wrong with it. Okay? I can't think of anything wrong with it. I can't think of anything that I would do different. I don't think I would have cast anybody different. I don't think, I would, the pacing, mm-hmm. the sets, I can't think of any way in which I could have possibly improved upon this movie. So therefore, I feel obligated to give it 5 great geeks.
Yeah, a quick story. When we were going to watch this movie in my house, Dad says, "Oh, you're going to watch a black and white movie?" And I said, "Yeah, Miracle on 34th Street." He goes, I've seen this movie before. So he goes to his office, right? And 2 minutes later, I had already started the movie, and he goes, I'm going to watch it. So I'm like, and it's here. It's funny because the movie starts with a guy in a pharmacy store, and he's putting the reindeer. He's setting up a Christmas display, and he's putting the reindeer. And you see this old man walking the street, and he goes, "You have those wrong. You know,
Donner doesn't go there. Blitzen doesn't go there."
And Dad walks in and he goes, "I'm going to watch it with you." I said, "It just started." And he goes, "Oh, this is the first scene?" I said, "This is the first scene." So he sat down, and then at the end of this movie, 3 men are crying. With crying like little girls. And Dad didn't even want to watch the movie or anything. So yes, it is 5 Grey Geeks.
Yes. Yes.
This movie's perfect. And, you know, and the writing is great. I understand why. You know, it's you have the U.S. Postal Service being an important element of this movie. It's a unique movie. It's really good. If you've never seen it, I don't know where you've been.
It has so much heart.
Yeah, you should watch it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Watch it Christmas Eve.
And
the family.
Yeah, and it was on, we watched it on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And it's free, so.
Before we move any further,
it is with great honor and pride that we induct Miracle on 34th Street, 1947, as our 14th movie into the Mustache and the Beard's classic video library, C.A.M.P.Y, Classic Archived Motion Picture Yearbook.
Yay!
Yeah. So, number 15 is White Christmas 1954.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing there. You have a lot more baritone in your voice than I do. I'm very tenor. I'm really high. An American Christmas musical film directed by Michael Curtis.
Yay!
Starring Bing Crosby, Dan Kaye, Rosemary Clooney, and Vera Ellen, filmed in Technicolor with songs by Irving Berlin, a Paramount Picture movie.
Well, I bet you can't say that 10 times
I didn't. All in one sentence, I guess. I guess I should have put some pauses in there. During World War II, on Christmas Eve in Europe, 1944, former Broadway star Captain Bob Wallace and wannabe Broadway star Private Phil Davis entertain the troops from their division. Their Major General comes to say goodbye with a heartwarming speech. As he leaves, bombers attack, and Davis saves the captain's life. From that moment on,
they are joined at the hip.
Captain Crosby owes the private his life and everything to Davis, who becomes his partner. What follows is a tremendous Christmas story involving a sister act and a general longing to feel useful. All right, the classification for this movie is a holiday Christmas movie.
Yes, it is.
Longevity is 2020 minus 1954 is 66 years. So definitely it fits in with our longevity as a classic.
That's right.
And this movie is exceptional. The music is wonderful.
I mean, come on, Irving Berlin.
The Bing's voice has never been better.
Danny Kaye has never been funnier, or he has never danced better either. Oh my God.
That's pretty amazing.
Yes.
Rosemary Clooney is gorgeous and angelic.
And she sounds beautiful.
Yeah. Vera Ellen, the sister act, right? She dances magnificent. She was hired specifically for her dancing skills.
And she shows it off.
Yeah, and her legs are
Yes. No, but the thing is that she handles the comedic parts, because in a lot of scenes she's Danny Kaye's foil.
Right.
And she pulls it off. She does it well.
Yeah. Does a really good job. And kind of like reels him in. Because he's like supposedly some, romantic savant. He's got women everywhere.
Yeah, that went out the window.
Yeah. In any dance routines they did together, they're like, okay, yeah, they have connection, chemistry, all of that.
Yeah.
All right. Did you have anything you wanted to say about Exceptional? This movie being exceptional. You suggested this movie.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I never watched this movie.
Wow.
I had never seen this movie before. That's not true of the other holiday movies that we've seen. I've watched them before, but I will admit that it had been like 20, 30 years since I had seen them. So I was still seeing them through fresh eyes. In this particular case, I had never seen White Christmas. I heard of it. I had never seen it, which is why I wanted to check it out. Oh my God, I was so pleasantly surprised. It's not only by the two couples, the two male couples and two female couples. Dean Jagger as the general, loved him. Loved it. He will bring a tear to your eye. Mm-hmm. I loved his granddaughter. I loved their relationship. I love the switchboard operator. She is so funny.
Yeah, the crabby helper at the inn. Mm-hmm. She's in Sister Act. She's the mother. She's the choir director.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah. So she's got a long career.
Wow. There you go. Exceptional.
Obviously, we like the actors in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
We consider them exceptional. And now moving on to Paradigm Shift. This was the first VistaVision widescreen. You see more incredible sets. The fact that they make these wider screen for this movie is perfect because there's supposed to be a scene where they're in Europe, and you see the bombers.
Yeah, they can actually show you the horizon and the sky.
Now, mind you, it's a set. It's a Hollywood set, but it still looks pretty good. Yeah, so first VistaVision widescreen, that changed the dynamic of now making movies a little wider and
better.
The vistas are amazing. So yeah, incredible sets on this movie. Did you have anything to say about Paradigm Shift?
No. I think you got it. Except, and also, not that we weren't getting holiday movies with singing. Not that we weren't getting movie musicals, holiday movie musicals. Not that Bing Crosby hadn't done something like this before. But just this one is exceptional. It's better, and it's the one that set the pace. Set the pace from this point on.
He did one that was Holiday Inn, right? And in that movie, it's all these different holidays. Right. This one focuses just on Christmas.
Yes.
So this one is unique in that respect, and it is the Paradigm Shift. I have nothing else to say about Paradigm Shift.
Neither do I.
Okay. So now we're going to move to ratings and recommendations. I will go first because you might rate this a little higher than I did. And the only reason I would direct deduct half a grade geek is because my father fell asleep on this movie. Now, mind you, it doesn't take much. However, it was a little long. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes, something like that. So I think in that respect, but I was entertained. I didn't fall asleep with this movie. I could see where some people might consider it a little long. So because of that, I will say 4.5 grade geeks. But, you know, I enjoyed this movie a hell of a lot more than I thought I would. The parts where it slows down, the music is so rich that it doesn't. I was entertained.
Irving Berlin.
Yeah. So with that, I say 4.5 grade geeks. What say you?
Yeah, 5. I'm going to give it 5 grade geeks.
I
can't think of anything that I would change about it either. I love this movie. I am so happy that we watched this movie. I'm so happy that I finally got to see it, and I've been thinking about this movie since we saw it. I've been recommending it to my friends and my family. If they haven't seen it, to watch it. I recommend it to you. I give it 5 grade geeks.
All right. So with that having been said, I will say it is my pleasure to induct White Christmas 1954 into the Mustache and the Beard's classic video library as movie number 15. Take a bow. With all of the other movies I've had history with, this one I had never seen before. This is number 16 is We're No Angels, 1955. 1955 French-American Christmas comedy film directed by Michael Curtis.
Yay! Love that, man.
Starring Humphrey Bogart.
Yay!
Peter Ustinov.
Yay!
Aldo Ray.
Yay!
All right, then Joan Bennett.
Yes.
Basil Rathbone.
Yay!
And Leo G. Carroll.
Yay!
Now, this movie was shot in both VistaVision and Technicolor by Paramount Picture Studios. The screenplay was written by Ronald McDougall based on a French play, La Cuisine des Anges. This movie is intelligent and the humor is understated, but I laughed out loud several times.
It's dark humor.
I sometimes laugh so hard that my sides hurt. So I found this movie hilarious. Even though it's not slapstick. It's not slapstick. It's not slapstick. But there are kind of slapstick scenes in it. Classification is holiday Christmas. Longevity 2020, 1955 is 65 years. So it fits in with our
longevity.
Yeah, longevity, but I meant like those things are, what do we call them? Criteria. That's
longevity criteria. I just want to say that 1955, the year I was born.
Okay, exceptional.
Yes, it is. It is exceptionally funny. It is hilarious. It's almost the Three Stooges on Devil's Island.
The set's fantastic. 105-minute feature where convicts come to rob and kill and wind up playing Santa Claus to help a family in crisis. They're coming to rob the place, and
they escape from Devil's Island. The family owns they run a store. The store has everything that they need. It has clothes for them to change into in order for them to get away. It has pen and paper, all kinds of paper. Humphrey Bogart is a forger, so it's got everything he needs in order for them to get fake paper so they can get on a boat and escape, right? It has a store. It's a place they can hide out in until they can find a ship. So it's got everything, and plus the people, at the store, so they figure that they got money. Mm-hmm. So basically, they go inside the store with the intentions of killing the people in the store and robbing them to escape.
And you would think that's not funny.
Then they go in there, and the father is Leo G. Carroll, such a good-hearted but somewhat dim man. His wife is exquisite. They have this teenage, 17-year-old daughter, right? And the three hardened criminals fall in love with this family, right? And set out to make their Christmas the best Christmas ever.
The convicts feel sorry for the family.
The convicts feel sorry for the family.
I'm going to steal from you, and it's like, wait, you're in worse condition than me.
They don't own the shop. The shop is owned by the father's cousin, who is a tyrant.
Basil Rothwell.
He's a tyrant, and he's got them under his thumb, and they are suffering. And these three convicts, right? Feel sorry for them, and so they set out to make them the best Christmas ever, and they do.
Yeah, Humphrey Bogart goes and gets a turkey.
He steals a turkey,
a living turkey,
and he's got it under. Once in a while, go my stomach. And so they have a huge turkey. And then he sends Peter Ustinov to get flowers. He steals them from the governor's mansion.
The father is making a little Christmas tree, paper, a pathetic thing, and they bring the governor's tree from his house. They bring decorated.
And then they open the doors and they show the tree. And the father goes, it grew.
And after they've celebrated Christmas and, the family goes off to bed, Humphrey Bogart says, they're such a nice family. Too bad we have to kill them.
We wasted enough time over here. We'll cut their throats, we'll gouge their eyes out. But first,
let's wash the dishes.
Let's wash the dishes.
These hardened criminals that we're, supposed to be afraid of.
And she called the girl, Isabel. She said that they're her angels.
You're my three angels.
My three angels. Wow. You know what it is? It's got these one-liners.
Yeah.
The
very memorable one-liners.
The one-liners.
That whole thing of, first let's do the dishes.
The doctor walks in. He's a naval officer. He's got a white uniform. He walks in. Aldo says, he looks like a glass of milk.
All right, so exceptional. The humor is hilarious. All right, the set's fantastic. The witticisms are hilarious. I don't know. That's all I can say about exceptional. I think we covered it.
I really like the way the cinematography. Because remember I was saying how they're on the roof. They're supposed to be fixing the roof. They're on the roof and they're looking through a skylight, and the way that you could clearly see the husband and his wife interacting through the skylight over the shoulders of the. It was an amazing way of filming that.
Yeah,
amazing way of filming. It's beautiful.
You could tell that this originated from a play in the entering and exiting, right? Because there's a scene going on and there's constant flow. The way that you would with a play. Mm-hmm. Somebody goes out, another person comes in. Then the other person that went out comes back in.
Yeah.
It's just boom, 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 boom. There's constant movement. So despite that it was 105 minutes, I mean, 105 minutes is not a lot of time. So it was a good, really good play type thing, but you could tell it was from a play.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to say about Exceptional?
No.
Okay. Now, paradigm shift. The paradigm shift in this movie is both VistaVision and Technicolor. Aldo Ray is a murderer. Peter Ustinov is a master thief. Humphrey Bogart is a smooth talker. Criminal mastermind. Bad guys that grab your heart.
And I think this is, to my recollection, this is Humphrey Bogart's first comedy.
Yeah, so
You never done a comedy before.
This is a special movie.
Yeah.
I was so happy that that you suggested it and that it was everything that I hoped and expected and really wanted. So I think that's it for Paradigm Shift.
Yeah.
Did you want to say anything else?
No.
Okay. Now, ratings and recommendations. I'm going to say 5 Gray Geeks because this movie ends perfectly. There's nothing that I would change in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just one of those movies that, you were worried that I might not like it because it's bad guys and
and it's dark humor.
Yeah, the bad guys are acting, aren't acting like bad guys. So,
although they steal a goose, they steal flowers, they steal
you still have Humphrey Bogart forging papers
and everything, and yet there is a surprise. I'm not going to say what the surprise ending is. There is a surprise ending with our 3
criminals,
3 non-angels.
Yeah, non-angels. Yeah,
3 non-angels. There is a surprise at the end there.
And so what would you say your rating and recommendation?
5
Great Geeks as well.
5 Great Geeks. I love this movie. I love this one. And I've seen this movie before, but I don't think I've seen it for at least 20, 25 years.
Wow. Like, I know I've seen Miracle on 34th Street, several times over the course of the past few years. So.
No, what I had seen fairly recently was the remake. I hadn't seen the original in at least 30 years.
Oh, wow.
I think I've seen the original when my children were little. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And to watch holiday movies with them, my children are grown with children of their own now. I have not seen
grandpa.
I'm a grandpa. 5 grandkids. 5.
All right, so it is with great honor and respect that we induct We're No Angels, 1955, to the MustacheAndTheBeard.com's classic video library. C.A.M.P.Y is Classic Archived Motion Picture Yearbook, number 16 movie.
Yay!
Take a bow.
I also want to point out, this is the 3rd Michael Curtiz movie we put in our archive.
Yeah. So that's which one? It was. I know White Christmas.
This one and The Adventures of Robin Hood.
Oh, is it? That's right.
Yes.
That's right. You had mentioned that before.
Michael Curtiz.
All right. So we're pretty much done.
Yes.
So now it has come to the part of the video where we always have an outro, which initiated by the Beard and a wise missive. So take it away.
Okay, I'm going to quote Voltaire again. I happen to like Voltaire. I'm going to quote Voltaire again, but he said something that struck me, especially with the way things have been going lately with the pandemic and the election and everything. And just living in Puerto Rico with the power outages. He said, life is a shipwreck. But we must never forget to sing in the lifeboat.
With that having been said, if this is your first time visiting the Mustache and the Beard and have enjoyed this video, I invite you to subscribe. We try to make you laugh while entertaining you and informing you. If something we've said has stirred you that you have to say something, please comment. And even if you don't have to say it, just say it. Why not? Tell us what we got right. Tell us what you think we got wrong. Give us a like. We always thank you for watching. My name is Louis Matos. I am the Mustache.
I am Junior Figueroa. I be the Beard.
We say, see you later.
Hasta la vista.
Take it easy
And peace.